Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We have an absolute blowout of FPS news for you in this video, so sit back, grab a snack, and let's get into it. First, we're going to talk about the big news surrounding Battlefield 6. Multiplayer was revealed and the beta is this weekend. We learned quite a bit about Battlefield 6 at the reveal event this past weekend, with streamers all over the world getting together to play the game early. Battlefield 6 is officially slated for global release on October 10th across PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X/S, with no last-gen support. Thank God. Developers having to account for 11-year-old hardware has been holding these games back for years, so it's good to see DICE ditch last-gen for what appears to be the most graphically impressive Battlefield game we've ever seen. What's really interesting, fans, however, is the return to the classic military tone. No celebrity skins, no over-the-top cosmetics. The lead designer emphasized relying on gritty, authentic warfare instead of flashy celebrity cameos. Gameplay footage highlights massive destruction, combined arms combat, and iconic class roles like Assault, Recon, Support, and Engineer. Features like Dragon Revive, a player-guided artillery strike, and two playlists for how weapons are handled. You have Closed, which is class-locked weapons, and Open, which is any class can use any weapon, will both be available at beta and launch. Eventually, DICE will have to make the decision on which weapon system to go with as to not split the player base long term. Personally, if the direction of this game is intended to bring back the classic Battlefield vibe, locking weapons to specific classes in order to fully align with that class's identity is the way to go. While no official announcement has been made yet, data miners have traced assets pointing to a new Battle Royale map codenamed Linden Beach. The map is set in a destroyed California and features CH-47 insert drops, a shrinking ring of fire, and additional mechanics for players out of the fight to help their squad mates, such as hijacking cameras around the map for intel. This mode will function similarly to Battlefield 5's Firestorm mode and really any other Battle Royale mode you've played. Solos, duos, trios, and four-man squads fighting it out to be the last player or players standing. The Linden Beach map won't be just used for Battle Royale mode, as Gauntlet mode will make its debut in the Battlefield franchise. This elimination mode is reminiscent of Embark Studios' game The Finals. A smaller number of solos, duos, trios, and four-man squads will compete in dynamically rotating objectives such as kill races, stealing vehicles, capturing flags, and destroying high-value targets. After completing an objective, only a certain number of solos or teams advance to the next objective based on their performance. Have a bad performance? You and or your team is then eliminated from the game. The winner is the final solo or team remaining after a certain number of objectives have been rotated through. Both Battle Royale and Gauntlet mode are expected to be a part of a free-to-play component of Battlefield 6, similar to how Warzone does it. You don't need to buy Battlefield 6 to play these modes, but you'll be able to level up your weapons much more efficiently in Battlefield 6's multiplayer modes. However, don't expect either of these modes to be available at launch. DICE wants to make as much money as possible off of the premium release before offering free-to-play modes sometime in the spring of 2026. This approach makes sense because the Battlefield franchise is now headed by Byron Bede, who also did the same strategy for Warzone, and it's a proven strategy. First set of premium sales in October, second set of premium sales during Christmas, and a third set of premium sales in the spring thanks to the free-to-play modes entering a mass market desperate for a new mainstream follow-up to Warzone. Console performance will target 60 frames per second, even on Xbox Series S, with higher performance modes on other platforms such as PS5 Pro. Development costs for Battlefield 6 have reportedly exceeded $400 million, and the campaign mode is said to be behind schedule. EA aims to hit a staggering 100 million players, though many developers at DICE internally consider that goal unrealistic, as past Battlefield entries have only reached around 30 million players max. The open beta will be active for 2 weekends, August 9th through 10th and August 14th through 17th. Those who pre-ordered or got a code from watching streamers play Battlefield 6 on Twitch will get in 2 days early, August 7th through 8th. That said, I will be playing this weekend and recording an impressions video shortly thereafter. In other FPS news, we have Black Ops 7, which is rumored to drop on November 14th. A little later in the usual COD cycle release schedule, which to me indicates Activision doesn't want to drop the game too close to Battlefield 6's release date. Next, we learn that Sledgehammer Games' COD 2027 is a brand new sub-franchise rooted in the modern era. So, unfortunately, no Vanguarded 2 or Advanced Warfare 2 as previously rumored. We're talking no jetpacks, a heavy emphasis on dynamic movement, no zombies mode, and Get High mode returning from Modern Warfare 3 2023. The most interesting part of these leaks, however, is the emphasis on revamping the melee combat system of Call of Duty. Think of something like Dying Light in terms of karate kicks, chops, and takedown moves instead of the usual knifing we've seen in past titles. Now, we all know that the melee combat mechanics in COD have been largely untouched for the past decade of the franchise, so we'll have to wait and see what Sledgehammer Games is cooking for 2027. But that's going to do it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and comment on which game you're looking to play this fall, Battlefield 6 or Black Ops 7. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.